Tradies and fucking gentlewomen, welcome to an episode of the Veggie Bake. How you doing?
I'm good, buddy.
How you doing?
Not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Fucking terrible. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Eggplant Tornado Podcast. Yeah, we don't really have anything that we're doing off the top of our heads today. We're just gonna kind of wing
And
it.
fucking do whatever. We're gonna start off with another hypothetical.
Oh, fucking, you can't go wrong with a hypothetical, really.
Boys,
Yes.
would you rather have police hunting you down for a crime you didn't commit, or a serial killer actually hunting you?
Serial killer, come get it, boy. Fucking, I'll go Dexter on that bad boy.
Yeah.
We'll see who can kill who the hardest. Guarantee I'm winning. Who you taking?
I don't know. Mate.
It's an interesting one to think about, isn't it?
I don't know. I've got a lot of good mates that wouldn't snitch me into the cops, so I feel like I could run for a fucking while.
Yeah.
Like,
That's another
and-
good point.
I know how to hide out in the bush. So I could just fucking
It's true.
just
You
go
are.
back to the hypothetical from last week. I'll just go forest.
Just go bush, eh?
just fuck off.
I
This is
mean,
gonna be Prui's answer to everything from now on. Just like, oh man, do you prefer ice cream or pasta? Just, I'll just probably just go to the forest, eh?
yeah, I am going to change my answer.
Make me pasture out in the forest.
I'm going bush as well. I'm going with room. Fuck it. I reckon we can survive, bro.
Yeah, I feel like I could get away for a while.
Take my computer. We can still bust out hotties.
The only problem is heaps of my mates live in like a place where there's heaps of police around.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
also
like,
true.
fuck.
I
Just
reckon,
jump on a plane and go to WA.
I reckon send them all over. Send the cops. Send the serial killer. Just have a race.
Hmm.
Fucking first person to get me wins.
See who gets there first.
Yeah.
Just bait them and have the cops meet the serial killer.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not
it,
a bad
like-
idea. You just disappear into the night.
That might be the only way to escape that situation. Like, the only way to escape that whole situation is to lead the cops to the serial killer. And then
Probably.
ride off into the sunset
Hmm.
on a horse that you found at the serial killer's house. I don't know.
It's like Red Dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Just off into the sunset.
Right, yeah, you're off.
Oh
What'd you
man,
take?
it's like Red Dead. Neither of the Red Deads end well. So,
nah, they definitely don't. Who you taking? Cops or the serial killer? Who's a serial killer, though?
I don't know. It's kind of just unnamed. Some random person.
Just like if it's Dahmer, he wouldn't pick me up.
No.
I'm not going back to his photo. His fucking house to get naked so he can take photos
No.
of me. That's for sure.
You got tattoos anyway, so
Oh, it's true. Oh yeah. Oh,
we're all
Not
off limits for the dams.
Mm.
not tasty.
No good. Fucking
I do have a few like clear bits, but so he
maybe.
might just pick what he can get.
Yeah, I've only got one on my leg, so
I don't know if like just the tattoo itself like goes into the bloodstream. I don't know how it works. Never eaten a human.
Probably just make the fucking like meat shit. Like
Yeah.
that top
Well, that
top bit. Like
yeah,
how far does it like protrude into your skin? Like
pretty far. You
like,
can
you
take
know
off
what I
a fair
mean?
few
Like-
layers. Like
Because like when you after you've been tatted for a while, you can see it like starting to spread.
yeah,
So like, what's it like under your skin? Like where you can't see.
probably not good. Eh?
Like so, does it just go into like all the meat? So it's like
Yeah, probably can't.
Probably,
yeah.
yeah.
Maybe.
fuck.
I mean, if anyone's eaten humans in the comments, if you could just let us know.
yeah, any
Um,
cannibals hit us up.
Yeah, if there's any cannibals in the comments, just let us know. Yeah, what does the tattoo do to the skin? Or, maybe people that like, doctors or something probably have the answers as well.
Yeah,
No.
you know,
I'd
maybe
probably
don't out
prefer-
yourself in our comments kind
Good
of thing,
friend of
because
the
then that's a whole.
podcast. Joe Rogan seems to know a lot. He might have the answers to that.
He might. He's in a funny beef at the moment with a UFC fighter. The UFC fighter's like Bryce Mitchell. Like he's like a
Oh, he's
featherweight
that
dude. Like
Camo
redneck.
shorts guy.
Yeah, full redneck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I seen.
But
What was it Flat Earth?
Flat Earth.
Yeah, I seen a video of him.
That dude's hilarious. He got his camo shorts.
Like,
after
you want to
every
debate
fight,
me,
bro.
Joe Rogan? I'll
Yeah.
come debate you. The Earth is flat.
No one wants to listen to that podcast. Like, I think I'd need subtitles to listen to that motherfucker talk for more than 15 minutes.
Mm.
Like, I want Bryce Mitchell drug tested.
I do too.
To be fair,
I do too. And then I want whatever drugs he's on sent to my house.
yeah. And Conor Ben might as well take him too.
Yeah, well, that's where I was going to take him. Is there any news on that tag team match?
Fuck knows. Have to call Triple H, see what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think boxing's going to sanction it. UFC isn't. So I think WWE is our only hope.
Might have to have it in the backyard.
I mean, we could set a ring up. Cage.
Hmm.
I just want to see. Just want to see that fucking Rosie's over here doing fucking skids.
Tearing it up.
Speaking of skids, Call of Duty, Warzone 2.
What a segue.
Not a bad game, eh? It's actually, I've put a bit of time into it.
Still haven't got a chance to get around to it.
It's not bad. They fixed their servers
Did they?
somewhat. Like
Have you tried that DMZ shit yet?
Oh yeah, I played the fuck out of it.
Is it good?
Fuck no, terrible.
Yeah, because you've come from Tarkov, so
Well, they reckon it's like a Tarkov spin-off. It's not. It's nothing like Tarkov.
nothing.
Nothing at all. There's like some similarities, but it's like not much. I just use that mode to level guns up though, because it's like all full bots. You just like land in, fucking kill 1,000 bots, and then just leave.
True.
So it's just like, it's like a plunder, nearly.
Okay.
So yeah, use it to level guns up. Yeah, I started playing with Rayman and Bugs again.
Mhm.
Guns are still fucking cracked. And
Yeah, I can't wait to get on next week, but I also can't wait to not get on next week and just hear him fucking screaming in my ear again.
well, they've still got proxy chat happening.
Yeah,
But like
I'm so excited for that shit.
oh, people are like cluing onto it now.
What do you mean?
So like you can like turn it off, or like just not be in game chat. So yeah, people like won't have it on all the time. But like the first couple of days, just anywhere you go on the map, like people didn't know about the setting, but it would just pick up their mic and you could hear it. Like so, it would just be like cunts fucking driving around with music on and fucking so fucking dumb.
Bro, I've seen the fucking like some of the best clips. Like some cunt rocked up to a building, and somebody's like, "Oh man, don't kill us," and he's like, "I won't kill you if you sing I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys."
Yeah.
And had the full team like singing it in fucking harmony and everything.
Dude, it's fucking funny.
And then this other chick that was going around and she did like a perfect impression of like a little girl. And she was like sitting outside of buildings going like, "Come play with me." And people are just like, "I'm too high for this shit."
Yeah, like that. It's such a good. I wish like it was just on all the time. Like I wish it was just like, no, if you have a mic, your proxy chat's working.
You have to, yeah.
Because it's fucking like, yeah, Rain Man's relentless with it, bro. He'll just run around just like, is anyone there? And then, like, if there is, yeah, he'll be like, oh, you know, we're going to do this one of two ways. We're going to be friends or the hard way. Yeah, it's always the fucking hard way. Got T-boned today, like, in the game. And this motherfucker just starts yelling about fucking swapping insurance and chasing this car.
What the fuck?
So in the back of his truck, like, driving away from the bounty. Just for him to be like, we need to swap insurance. Like, yeah, we probably do. Like, we did just T-bone that dude, so.
It would
Probably
be
a
good.
good idea. He didn't stop though, the other guy. He was in a car or in a truck, so he's just fucking gone. Good game though.
Don't you have to like refuel vehicles and shit now?
Yeah, you can you get in them and they like got like a little fuel gauge on them. But then you can go to like gas stations and repair them and shit as well.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Has a new map.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good though. I'm still just trying to get used to like the movement system.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like massively fond of it, but it's like I didn't play any of the multiplayer either, so it's like still pretty new to me.
It's a lot slower.
Super slow, yeah. Yeah, well, you can't slide cancel. You can't like constantly tack sprint. Like you tack sprint for a while, then you gotta like run slow, then tack sprint again.
Yeah.
Fucking just takes forever to get anywhere.
Yeah, it fucking would.
But it's also like people can't just get away from situations they shouldn't get away from. Like say if someone's running in the open, they can't just fucking slide cancel, do a bunch of crazy shit and get away.
Right.
Like you can generally like get them pretty easy.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, they've done pretty well. I've heard a few people shit on it and be like, it's fucking shit, it's stale. Like, everyone's going to go back to the old Warzone. I'm like, I doubt it. Like, I don't
Yeah,
think
exactly.
They're probably not going to put time into that anymore. But
No,
that,
because it's just it's irrelevant now.
they might still have it for Rebirth.
They don't have Rebirth yet.
I don't think they'll bring Rebirth into this one.
You don't reckon?
It's slow for a Rebirth kind of mode.
True.
Like, yeah, it's like kind of crazy how slow like games are and shit.
Yeah, because everything used to just be fucking breakneck pace before.
Yeah.
Especially Rebirth. That was ridiculous. Like you drop in with 45 people and then like, in a matter of like a minute or two, you'd be down to like 26 or something like that. Like straight away, just like a bunch of teams get eliminated.
Yeah. This one's, not like that. It's like a lot slower.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they might increase like the player base, potentially. I hope so.
Well, yeah, like I said, I'm going to try and jump on over the weekend, so
Yeah.
it'll be fun to fucking get in on that. Won this fucking boxing game.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Hurry up.
Heard anything about that one?
They're thinking about doing another online.
Paddy's like a crack
beta.
fiend for the fucking Twitter feed.
Bro.
Literally just fucking.
I literally like. I don't like to check my phone when I first wake up, but yeah, I check that when I first wake up.
Yeah, and because
See,
like it's overseas, like as well, the company.
Yeah,
Like
they're
it's best to check it like in the morning because like
Yeah.
when we're asleep, them cunts are awake doing
doing
shit. and-
yeah. But yeah, at the moment, they're thinking about doing another online beta. Like good and bad. Fuck online. Like I know for sure when the game comes out, I'm not playing online for like a month at least. Like I'm just playing the fucking campaign or career mode or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, like
As
you're gonna
vanilla, like
and you're gonna spend the time, but to like
learn the
learn the
and
game
shit.
before you go like play online.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, like from my understanding, with the career mode, you can just pick Canelo and then work your way through the amateurs as Canelo. Like up through the amateurs,
That's
work your way into the pros. Like you know how like legacy mode in Fight Night round 4 maybe or 3.
I think
Had
it's
like a-
four.
Yeah, legacy mode, and you just like start off boxing an amateur tournament and then you go pro.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's that kind of concept. A bit more in depth, but that kind of concept. So you just be able to be like, oh fuck, I want to do a career mode with Triple G. So just go fucking be Triple G and do it.
That's fucking mad.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
It's gonna be dope. I can't wait for that shit. Yeah, I feel like
Actually, give the cunts the fights they were meant to have.
yeah, fuck yeah.
It would be cool if it worked in that sense. Like you could just do whatever kind of shit, but it'd be cool if it was like
If you did theirs, you could like follow their.
like
career.
obviously the amateurs.
Yeah.
Just,
Like,
yeah,
that'd be,
yeah,
that'd
like
be sick.
like the amateurs would obviously just be random. Like you know, someone like Triple J, you don't want to do 394
No.
amateur fights before you
Oh,
get into the
no.
pros kind of thing. But it'd be cool to be like at the start of his pro career and be like, all right, this is who we fought kind of thing. I mean, obviously if they're available kind of
Yeah,
thing,
in the
that
game
obviously,
and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be like a cool way to do it. Like I used to have it in one of the UFC games. We spoke about it.
Yeah, they used to have like that thing where you like go recreate like the ending of the fight. Like they like you just like start the fight in like you start at like the first round and then like if it was like a third round knockout with a head kick or whatever, you'd have to get to the third round and knock the cunt out with the like same foot,
And
Okay.
it was
same head kick.
hard, dude. Like there was no difficulty and it was fucking hard. Like they just made it as hard as possible.
And
Like the first
grappling on
couple
it was
were easy.
fucked.
Yeah, dude, the worst. Fuck, they were good games.
They put you with like Habib or something, he just fucking maul you. You're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that game, like just that mode. Like I don't know, like the first few fights you start it and you're like, ah, this is alright. And then you like get into like fucking versing like George St. Pierre or something. You just get fucking shit on the
Mad.
whole time. You're like, what the fuck? Like how am I meant to beat this?
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous. Yeah, just matches you up against Khabib. It's like, wait, Khabib never lost. It's just like fucking challenge. Get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like as they all go on, but like just like any like I don't think it was like Habib, but I was just like using him sort of as an example.
Yeah,
But just like any like good wrestler or like it'd be like here like fight Anderson Silva, and it's like you go to hit him, he's like shit you can't even do with the controller.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like
just-
sliding out the way, countering you, and she's like what the
out of the
fuck?
way.
Yeah.
You're like, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't even do that shit on here. Like
Yeah,
like
just
if
make
I
it
search
impossible.
through every direction, that's not possible.
yeah.
I wonder what they're gonna do with if they're gonna bring out a new game anytime soon. They'd probably be due for one. The 3 come out.
They would be due for one. Like that one came out probably
A couple of years back now.
yeah, a bit 2 years ago now probably.
Yeah, because I think they've got like 3 or 4 years between their games from like since EA took over it.
Yeah, I think this was the one that's coming
Yeah.
was the last one on like the EA's like contract with
Yeah.
the UFC, and they'd been talking about like making another fight night as well, but like the only reason one hasn't come out is because the whole team that was on fight night,
Yeah,
as soon as they signed the
UFC.
UFC contract, they just all went onto that. But the bloke who was the head of fight night still works at EA,
Yeah, right.
and he wants to like try and make another one.
I reckon.
So
it'll
like
flop.
now they'll have something to compete with as well.
I
It's
reckon
gonna
it'll
be fucking
flop.
gonna be like hard.
Like their mechanics will be really good, but just the way that Undisputed's gone about getting their like characters and shit, like their fighters.
Yeah, like EA
So
would just have
smart,
to EA would just have to go the exact same way about it and get all of them to sign
Yeah,
onto that as well. But like Undisputed may have put like a clause in where they can't.
maybe
So it's gonna be fucking. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
that is real interesting. I mean, fuck. more boxing games are better. Fucking get your shit together, yeah.
Yeah, because
get UFC out.
And because they're all their own brand, I'd assume that like they'd be free to sign.
Yeah,
with any game at any point.
Yeah, you would assume so.
Yeah, because like most of the old fight nights had like good fighters and shit through them.
Yeah, they had like heaps of like all of like the stars really.
Yeah,
like I remember like Fight Night round 3 had all like even like all the old school fighters on it, like Floyd Patterson and fucking like all of them.
Klitschko was like fucking. That game was fucking stacked. Nearly as stacked as what Undisputed is gonna be. Fuck, that roster's so good.
Mm.
But they took it off there. They had it on their website for a while, then they just took it off their website. I think just to build like anticipation, maybe.
I noticed they just keep posting their Facebook and just saying like, "Oh, this person will be available day 1." And
Yeah,
this person and kind of thing. So I think they sort of.
They reckon they've got 50 plus people for day 1.
Okay.
Canelo's part of that. Ryan Garcia, Katie Taylor. It's actually like it's pretty fucking sick. Fury, Wilder. It's like Bivol. Yeah, it's like pretty stacked. Like day 1.
Oh, yeah, there's gonna be fucking plenty to fucking choose from day 1. I just can't wait to get my hands on it, man.
He's gonna be waiting a while. PC gets early access,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll probably get it for like 6 months.
Well,
Plus.
speaking of getting a red light on shit, traffic lights are bullshit.
Traffic lights are bullshit.
Traffic lights are fucking bullshit, man. I sat at a fucking intersection at Oran Park last night for 2.5 minutes while there was no traffic, and I watched every single other sequence change except the one that I needed to go through the fucking lights.
I thought you were just waiting.
Wait.
That's
Why?
fucked. Like, bro, I went to like Thailand, fucking third world country. We pulled up at like a red light, and there's like a fucking screen over here, bro, that's counting down to let you know how long till the light goes green.
Mad.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 90 seconds, and we sat there and like counted down, and when you hit 0, our light went green. I was like, what the fuck don't they have that back home?
That's like,
Yeah.
I'm in a third world country. Like,
bro, third world countries get so much better shit than us. Fucking internet, like.
oh, bro, I was over there like in time zone playing VR set, like VR headset boxing while I was pissed, like drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
I was sweating at the end of it, bro. Like, Aiden's like, settle down. I'm just here, like, swinging me ass off.
Get this dog.
Yeah, bro, just pissed as fuck.
That'd be
do
the
this for my
funnest time to
family.
play that. Just pissed. That'd be the best time to play that fucking game. I mean, yeah, this country's pretty shit when you think about it.
Yeah. What actually leads me on to another point that I had written down. So let me find out exactly what it was. The current state of like
Kanye West.
Assuming-
It's fucked up, yeah.
we need to do more research when we talk about that, but let's put a fucking let's put a tack in that and we'll get back to it.
I just love how Adidas, like, canned him,
Yeah.
but they still make Yeezys. They just rebranded them.
Well, see that's the no. See that's the thing. That's
He's
the
just
thing,
gonna
right?
sue him
Right,
for that,
right.
right?
So
100%.
They, like, made another name or some shit
all right,
for him.
let me
Breezy's or something. No, there's something.
let me quickly explain it. So like they owned he made the shoe with Adidas, right? So Adidas owned the shell. They owned
they own
like
the
the
pa- they own
actual the patent
design.
for the shoe. He owns Yeezy,
The name.
the name. It's
Yeah.
like his brand or clothing brand or whatever the fuck it is kind of thing.
So, they just
So
took it
that's
off
why
the
they
street.
can't call it that anymore, but he also can't make Yeezys. And what was great is he went on that whole fucking rant and they're like, Adidas can't drop me. And then they dropped him 2 days later. And then 2 days after that, he turned up to Skechers headquarters in like fucking New York or
Oh,
LA
yeah.
or whatever the fuck it was, just by himself. And they're like,
What's going on?
what are you doing here? And he's like, oh, I'm just here to see you guys. Like, make some shoes. And they're like, get out.
No.
He's
But
off
do you
his head,
understand why it's so bad?
What
The
do you
whole
mean?
thing?
I just
He's spouting anti-Semitic rhetoric. Do you know that Adidas is a German company, right? It was made by 2 brothers, Adi and Das,
Oh, really?
German guys.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, he's been going like off the rails for a while now.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of wait for him to implode. And it's happened. It's fucking glorious to watch. I love it.
I was watching Brilliant Idiots the other week with Charlamagne the God and Andrew Schultz, that
Yeah.
dude from the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, yeah.
He was talking about it and he was saying this cunt's gonna kill himself in 3 months, and all you were gonna sit there and say oh, we should have helped him and fucking this and that. And he's like, I'm fucking telling you now, that's what's gonna happen, and you're all gonna fucking complain about it. But this is the telling signs of like somebody that's just on a downward goddamn spiral.
I don't think Kanye will kill himself though. He's always been cracked.
Yeah,
it's always been super weird.
I think he loves himself too much for that.
And like he's, I don't know, he seems to be the person that will like cause controversy and shit just to keep himself like in the headlines.
Yeah.
Like he's like, as fucking stupid as it is, he's not stupid. Like
he's
like he's cracked and he says some fucking cooked shit.
Yeah.
But like, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like ever since fucking like him and Kim split, all he's done is been in the headlines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just fucking constantly, just for the dumbest shit.
Like his little beef with Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
And then, like, out of nowhere, just turns around. He's like, George Floyd died from the drugs, not the copper. Like, and now and now, like, George Floyd's family's suing him for like 200 million or something.
Fucking
like,
hell, man. And yeah, you don't have that much money to spare anymore, do you?
No. I think we need him back on Rogan. Or on here. If he wants to come on here.
Yeah, we'll give him a platform.
Give him a platform to come and say whatever the fuck he wants.
He can talk as much cooked shit as he wants.
Yeah.
Let's get him behind his fucking sit him in the corner. That'd be great.
He'll probably get some support by the end of it. Fucking rally us up, get us all fired up. It's like, yeah, fucking oath.
Have us believe in his crack shit.
As soon as he leaves, like, wait, we're about to go join this motherfucker in some wild shit. What were you saying before that though?
I was going to talk about like the current state of like, well, probably like the way that we all consume content, but the way that it's like really hard to fucking consume content in this country.
In the sense that we get like a lot of shit blocked from here.
We get a lot of shit blocked from here. We get a lot of shit late here. Like in the instance of like we're all fight fans, it's really hard to watch fights all the time because they're not easily accessible or easy to pay for.
No, well, fucking more so when they're like fucking 4 o'clock in the morning and shit.
Yeah, that's also true.
Fucking like fair enough, we get up and watch them, but like fuck off. I don't want to get off.
Like the only like good thing about that when it comes to like the fighting and shit is like we will get like a lot of big fights here that are like a pay-per-view overseas. Like we don't have to pay the pay-per-view because it's so early in the morning and like we don't know if people will watch it. They just like give it to us.
Yeah.
Like half the time. It used to happen heaps. It's sort of like died off now or since Matchroom left Sky Sport and have gone to DAZN. Mm-hmm. Now it's like all on DAZN and it's all like fucking there where you pay for it on the app. But before you used to just get the Sky Sport box and like, just on the TV at fucking 4 a.m. sometimes even midday.
Yeah.
Like and it'd all just be
boxing on.
Yeah, just be like free, bro.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like this country's getting better in the sense of like with like combat sports at least, because we're starting to fucking actually have some like big people come from here, like make a name for themselves and shit.
Especially in the UFC, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like that with like Javonte Davis and shit. He's always pay-per-view overseas, but I never have to pay for one of his fights.
Really?
I've never paid pay-per-view to watch Javonte Davis fight over here.
Who's he fight through?
PBC.
The PBC on Fox.
Yeah, right.
So usually the most expensive.
Over there, they charge you like $80.
Yeah, because it's Fox here.
And then here, they're like, oh, we don't know what the fuck we're going to pull in. They just like give it to us, I think, so they can like gauge their ratings overseas.
Yeah, right.
It's fucking like it's weird. I don't think I've ever paid to watch Tank fight. Like, and it's always been on like Foxtel or KO or I think his last one may have been pay-per-view, but like I don't think I watched it because I was busy.
Right.
But like I don't think I've paid like pay-per-view to watch him fight.
That's interesting.
I want to see just a fucking chain snatching comp. I want to see like who can snatch the most chains. Like I don't know how we do it. Do we like? You could probably like line up 50 people, and like after you get your chain snapped off, you can just like go to the other side of the line, put another chain on. Just see. I want to see between Tank and Ryan who can snatch the most chains
in a couple of minutes.
I can give them like half hour.
I think that'd drag on too much.
Just make it like a boxing match, but they're just snapping chains.
Keep it short and sweet.
It's just snapping each other's chains.
Fuck that guy though.
Well, that's it. Just add the stipulation to the match of they both got to wear chains, and if the other one manages to snatch the other's chain,
you lose.
You lose.
That's like
the golden snitch in fucking Quidditch.
That's how you lose. Yeah, so it's like a last man standing match, but a chain match. They had chain matches in WWE. Brock Lesnar and Undertaker fought in a chain match. Like, that's what I feel like we could potentially do. We could just have a chain maybe hanging up above the ring. We can get them to fight.
Have like a lightweight elimination chamber, fucking chain snatching.
Yeah.
Just have them all like fucking 2 of them start, 4 blokes off in little boxes in the corner. Just slowly release them.
These cunts are like in the back, like, how come we're not getting our hands wrapped? Hey, you're not punching anyone. He's trying to take his chain. It's a weird thing to do, eh? For one, wearing a chain. Like, don't wear a chain that you don't want to get stolen. You live in America, motherfucker. You've seen the video, it's like that Tekashi 6ix9ine. Is that his name? The snitch dude?
Yeah.
The rapper?
Yeah.
He's like fighting dudes in a club. And you just see some motherfucker walk up behind the whole fight and just reach and just go, like, and this motherfucker's like, chain must have good chain because it didn't fucking break at first. And this motherfucker's like fighting someone and like gets it yanked back by his chain, and then motherfucker got his chain.
And then just left.
Yeah, dude just walked away. But dude, like, think about it. That's probably like 20 grand chain.
Huh.
A big fucking gold chain. What the fuck would you, why? I don't get it.
Yeah, it feels very unnecessary.
Just move to America, start snatching chains. You coming?
Yeah, fuck it. Bring it back here and fucking sell it, bro. It's double the money here.
So it's Ashes, eh?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
On this chain, bro. $20.
And they have like these, like, the chains are thick as fuck, and then they got like this pointless fucking pendant covered in diamonds on the front of it. Like, what?
Yeah, shit that you can't even like really tell what it is.
Yeah,
because it's that like shiny and covered in studs, and you're just like, what is that?
There was only ever.
What is the point of that?
There was only ever one cool chain, and it was John Cena's spinner chain. The goat of chains.
You didn't like the padlock?
I mean, it was alright. Wasn't it? Do you remember like the thing he had? The spinner on it. He had like a chain, and then it had the spinner fucking.
Yeah, he did too, didn't he? Yeah,
and it used to spin. That's the only good chain ever.
That's so offensive.
What?
Fucking white guy walking around with spinners.
He could rap, bro.
I mean, I suppose.
Doesn't that make it alright? Like Eminem could wear a chain and you wouldn't bat an eyelid, I don't reckon. Like if Eminem just came out in a fucking Cadillac, spinners on it, chain with a spinner on his chain, would you be like, why is Eminem in a fucking Cadillac with spinners on it?
Yeah,
You'd
but
be
see,
like,
the
okay,
thing is,
that.
like, everyone would just go, aha, that's just Eminem making a joke. It's like John Cena came out with, like, the most serious face of all time. It was just like...
like, no one knew who he was. He just rocked up on the WWE. Yeah. On WWE, this white cunt who thought he could rap.
Yeah. That came out in a Cadillac at certain times.
Did he? No.
At one point, I swear he did, because him and Eddie Guerrero had a parking lot brawl match because they were like in some feud about their fucking Cadillac. Because remember, like Eddie and Chavo used to come out in the Cadillac.
Yeah, like the low rider. Yeah,
and then some beef happened, and it was like
be like bouncing.
Yeah. Some beef happened when John Cena was like in his like rap era, and it was like Eddie Guerrero and John Cena had a parking lot brawl match. I came across some funny podcast.
Way before my time, but yeah, continue.
Yeah, it might have just been before your time.
Mm-hmm.
I found some podcast recently, and it's just like they just talk about WWE. I don't know if you guys have fucking ever seen it. It's two dudes, I believe, It could be a third one that doesn't say much. They literally just like go over old WWE promos and shit, and just like mouth over them and shit. It's fucking hilarious, man. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. Next week I'll figure the name out. Next week I'll let you know. Fucking funny ass. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of things that'll be sorted out, like in the weeks to come, your missus was right. When we were trying to figure out that fucking name of that Harry Potter spell last week, she commented on the video.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She said it was a Specto Patronum, and I was like, "Yep, that's the fucking one."
We spoke about Harry Potter.
Yeah, we did for like 5
Where?
minutes or some shit.
Where was I?
You were here.
Right there.
Oh, I don't remember fucking any of that.
You were like, I haven't seen any of them, so
I probably zoned out pretty hard then. I probably did zone out real hard then.
I had another question.
Because we were talking about like that last week, and we were talking about ghosts and how you seen like that black mass and shit.
Oh yeah.
And we're talking about
I definitely zoned out.
talk about something from Harry Potter, whatever the black things are.
That's right up.
I had another question that I wanted to ask. If when you started high school, you know, you obviously had like all of your fucking English, math, science, all of those stupid mandatory subjects, and you had like one, maybe two electives or whatever that you could pick. If you could have picked like all of your subjects, say you had to pick like 6 subjects when you started high school, and you could have picked all of them, what would you have picked and gone all the way through high school for? If at the end of high school you ended up with like a university level degree.
Now or like then? Now.
Say you could like take what you know now and put it in that head.
I'd just take like photography classes 6 times.
Be realistic.
Photography. What else did I learn from fucking Picton High? Nothing. They didn't teach me any English. They didn't teach me any math. So like English and math is fucking
yeah,
gone.
but it's like your own like personal choice. You could like literally just have like, you know, like photography and then say like it's completely fucking hypothetical. Don't just put it on the basis
photography, music, woodwork, because I think woodwork's important
to
learn how to do shit.
Hold on, before you answer everything, don't put it on the basis of like what was available to you. Say you wanted to like fucking, I don't know, like learn digital marketing or some shit like that.
So it's like
just
free range.
Literally fucking anything. Like just 6 things that you would have fucking liked to know then, instead of learning the shit that they just throw at you and then try and prepare you for the real world.
But like even
Frumi's gears are turning over.
I feel like I still would have done like woodwork and metalwork.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Like I feel like I probably still would have done like both of them.
But to be able to focus on them more straight away, and it's like to have those as your actual main subjects instead of going, oh, we've got an English essay coming up, a fucking maths test, we got to do this science experiment. You could just focus on that.
Yeah, like I'd probably rather do like that and then like the sporting sort of subjects that you could do, because like.
But I mean, just let your mind wander. Like what would you have liked to fucking learn if there was anything they could have taught you in high school?
I'd go music, photography, psychology.
Interesting.
I feel like they don't teach you enough about the human body in school.
They don't teach you enough about the head.
Yeah, that's why I do psychology for sure. Because like the amount of things I've learned studying psychology afterwards, I'm like, oh, all this shit would have come in handy when I was like 18, 19.
Yep.
And not matured and fucking, yeah, like everything's fucking falling apart. But if you could just understand a few basic things about what's happening, you'd be all right. I don't know what they'd call it, but like I'd like to learn like about like the body and why it does certain shit. Like,
yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that would be classed under, but I understand, yeah.
So that's 4. Game design, graphic design.
Okay. Wait, were they 2?
Just everything. It's
Yeah.
game design and then graphic.
Yep.
Graphic design's like photo editing and shit. Yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like because like I didn't learn fucking any maths through high school. Like they didn't teach me fuck all.
Nah, fuck no.
I taught myself how to read and write. I could read and write at a better level than they could teach me before I got to high school. Like I was always like a good reader and writer, but then they just like try to make you go backward steps. No, well, I know you know how to spell these words, but spell cat. Like fuck out of my face, cunt.
Yeah. So
Why are we doing this shit? Because we've got fucking this retard over here that chopped half his foot off with a fucking lawnmower. Well, so he's got to be in our class, and then fucking we've all got to be retards. Fuck out of my face. Fuck you, Jake Flocko.
I was about to say, I do know who you're
cunt.
talking about because he turned up at my school at one point.
Little footless fuck, bro. Anyone that walks into a bathroom and pulls their pants right down to their ankles to piss should be locked up. They got fucking serial killer written all over them. There's only one exception. One. Oh, that's a child. Other than that, like, as soon as you hit, like, a certain age, you should just not be allowed to do that.
Yeah, that's...
This would be uncomfortable, man. You're
trying
to piss at school, and this little motherfucker would come just fucking pretty much get naked next to you at the trough. You'd be like, fuck's sake, man. Now I've got to fucking leave. Haven't even finished pissing. I've got to cut it off and leave.
Oh, fuck. Fucking hell, man. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck that guy. You know what? I'm changing all my subjects. I'm going to learn how to put someone's foot back on. That's one. The next class, I'm going to learn.
Well, I'm sure that was covered in the anatomy subject, but...
So I would have become a surgeon.
Yeah, surgeon. In the next one, I'm going to learn how to cut it off safely. And number 3, baseball?
Baseball?
I'm going to hit that motherfucker with his own leg real hard, eh? Fuck that guy, man.
Oh my god.
His dad as well. Why'd you let him chop his own foot off with a lawnmower, bro? Be a better dad.
Oh, fucking hell. Alrighty, so you had like woodwork and metalwork, and then yeah, what would you go from there?
I probably would have learned more about my culture at school.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't really have much of that.
Like they never really taught
So this is really interesting.
much about like Aboriginal stuff at all. Like in primary school, like
I did not learn one fucking thing about Aboriginal
That's what I mean.
culture in my entire high school.
I've spoken to Sarah about this, bro, and like in primary school, me and like all the other Aboriginal kids, we used to get pulled out of class to go into the library to learn about our culture. Like they wouldn't just like bring it into the classroom and teach fucking everybody about it.
Okay, that's weird.
Like it would be like me and like 7 other Aboriginal kids in the library learning off like this Aboriginal lady. Like instead of bringing her into the classroom to like teach everybody about it.
Yeah.
Like I definitely would have chose to learn more about that because like now I'm still learning shit like about my culture and we're like the oldest people on the fucking planet.
Exactly,
Yeah.
man. Like you went on that trip and yeah, you would have learned so fucking much.
Yeah, like when I went to Uluru, I was like, fuck, like I was there for a week and I was like, that, like it was mad, but like it wasn't enough time to learn as much as I wanted to learn about it. Like I learned like just all the shit they used to do like out in the bush and whatnot. Like we learned heaps of like their hunting and gathering stuff, and then we done like a few we done art painting and done didgeridoo lessons, or yidaki as it's actually called.
Darkest.
Yidaki, that's like the actual name of the didgeridoo.
Yeah, right.
Really?
Yeah, but like didgeridoo is just the English term for it.
Yeah.
Is it like unlucky for a female to touch a didgeridoo?
It's against the culture.
Yeah, right.
It's like real bad.
My ex was Aboriginal, and she had like a didgeridoo up in her cupboard, and like anytime I would have to get moved, she'd be like, "You've got to move it."
Yeah, then
I didn't understand it, but then like she explained it one day. I was like, "Oh, okay."
yeah, it's like bad for like any like women to sort of like play them or anything. It's like mermaids. Like I went swimming there, and then I found out afterwards it used to be like an Indigenous women's watering hole, and like,
Yeah.
Aboriginal men shouldn't swim there. So I just don't go. I just haven't been back to swim there.
Yeah,
Oh.
I did hear about that when I was younger. Andrew Dunkling, you would have known him, eh?
Oh, Choco.
Yeah, he told me about that.
Yeah, well, I don't even know who I learned it off, but I learned that it was, and I was just like, I'm not going to go back to swim there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Choco
Yeah.
reckons he like jumped in once and he felt something grab his leg and like pull him under. And he was like pretty fucking serious about saying it. He's like, no, something grabbed me and tried to pull me under.
He's one of those people as well that it's like he talks enough shit
Yeah.
that like that you can almost tell when he is being serious kind of
Yeah.
thing, because like 99% of the stuff that he would say in high school was just a joke or him fucking around with you.
Yeah.
So like those
No,
kind
yeah,
of
he
people,
seemed
you
pretty
can sort of tell that look in their eyes of like, oh no, this guy's not lying to you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he seemed pretty serious.
Oh, Choco.
Yeah, that kind of shit's not to be fucked with, man.
Yeah, no, like I won't fuck with my culture.
No.
At all. Like
No.
we're in fucking Uluru and the kids are like, can we take some sand from here back? I'm like, fuck no, leave that sand where it fucking is.
Hey,
Yeah.
Don't touch it. Like there was like Ty. I think it was Ty who told me. No, Rocky, one of his mates,
Mhm.
apparently grabbed like. I think it was one of his mates. Or no, it was Ty who was telling me some bloke grabbed like a bit of the rock and like took it back home and like put it in his garden or whatever. Then went outside to move it, fell over and snapped both his wrists.
Ugh.
Like
Oh,
he's like, oh fuck, put it back in the car and drove it back to Uluru, bro. And put it back.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
fucking hell.
Yeah, would I? Yeah, I don't think you meant to like take shit from where it's meant to be. Same as that fucking
No.
chair and shit. I don't think I should have ever taken that fucking chair.
I mean,
That's
it
like
worked
not even.
out.
Maybe. But like, yeah, that's not part of the earth, obviously, but it's like part of like the fucking universe or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like something I learned from like a young age. You know, if something's like part of the earth, just fucking leave it alone.
Yeah, and like
It'll come with like consequences. You're like, oh, I don't want any of that shit.
yeah, like I'm not fucking with like my culture in any way. Like,
Nah,
fuck
fuck
that.
that.
You hear some fucking crazy stories.
Yeah, you do, man.
Yeah. I went to some crazy thing with my ex. It was like they put a bunch of like Aboriginal people through the government.
Oh
like,
yeah,
whatever the fucking shit they do. But it was like the presentation for it, dude. It was fucking insane. Like cooler than any concert you'll ever fucking see. Like yeah, they like had like a 45-minute like presentation of like the Aboriginal people playing like all the like just the craziest shit, man. It
Oh,
was
dude, like
insane.
It's ridiculous the amount of feeling and tone you can get out of hitting wood together
Dude,
and
nuts.
a hollow stick.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
dude, yeah.
Fucking ridiculous, man. And then like the dances and the actual like the story behind everything. Everything's a story. Everything means something.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's not just like like every fucking you see like 30,000 fucking things a day pop on my Facebook that don't mean fucking shit. It's like every fucking story from that culture means something, has a meaning, will teach you something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're interesting people to talk to. Her dad was like pretty fucking like I could barely fucking understand him and shit when he spoke. He was like real heavily Aboriginal. But yeah, like some of the shit he used to talk about, I didn't like it though.
And like just like because we're the oldest living like fucking race on the planet.
Yeah.
Like the oldest living culture. It's like why the fuck don't you teach people like about this more?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think until this new prime minister come in, bro, we weren't even like I still don't know if we are like included on the constitution of this country.
Oh really?
Like
for a long while.
But then they have the hide to send me a fine when I don't vote.
Yeah.
Well, you don't fucking include me. Why the fuck should I vote?
Yeah, exactly.
But you want to fucking fine me to $50 or $100 or whatever it is every time I fucking don't. It's fucking ridiculous.
So yeah, like you're involved but not involved.
Yeah, like
when they want you to be involved, you can be.
Yeah, but like fucking.
Well, you know what it actually was, right? It was up until like I don't know the actual time span, but for a long period of time, they literally weren't classed as people. They were classed as like animals and fauna.
Oh, yeah,
really?
I think that was like. I only think it was like maybe like early 70s, maybe early 80s that they like started to recognize us. Like it was fucking nuts, bro. Like
so backwards.
Like I don't know if you've ever seen the movie like Rabbit Proof Fence and shit.
Yeah.
They just used to come and take the fucking kids and shit if they were half-cast and that. Like
half-cast, that's fine.
Just fucking like ridiculous shit.
It's a good movie, eh?
Yeah, I'll put it on with Sarah. Like she's fucking like emotional.
Yeah.
We watched like 15 minutes of it. She's like, "No, turn this shit off." Like I can't watch this. It's the saddest part.
Come on now. This week.
I think we got through the bit where they first rock up and they take the kids.
Yeah.
And then they like take them to that like fucking camp thing, like onto the mission.
Yeah.
With like all the other fucking kids, and then like something happened there or something happens there, and Sarah's like, "No, fuck this. Like I'm not watching this shit."
That is a sad movie though.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
but
will
it's
give her
like,
credit for that.
this is what they used to fucking do to us.
Yeah.
I've seen
like,
bits and pieces of that. Yeah, it's fucking horrifying.
I watched it when I was young, and I was like, yeah, it was like a bit of a wake up call. You're like, oh, okay, I see what's going on.
There's another movie I watched that came out recently. It might come out like last year. It's called High Ground. It was like it's a movie about like Aboriginal people.
Yeah.
But it's like the movie about these Aboriginal people, but it's like about this white guy that's got a gun. And they're like, it's like set back in the time where they used to take like a fucking stolen generation and shit. Mm-hmm. But like this white guy teaches this Aboriginal guy, like, if you want to hunt, like you have to get to the high ground, and like gives him a gun and shit and like teaches him how to shoot a gun and hunt like with a gun. It's like the movie's basically like about that, but like the Aboriginal blokes like teaching him shit about the culture at like the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's a mad movie, and there's just like this one bit. But this bloke's just like walking through like this long grass with this like with the Aboriginal bloke, and the Aboriginal bloke like thinks he's been set up, and just like out of nowhere, bro, this like white guy's just walking like this open field, and like out of nowhere, about 50 cunts just pop up, bro. These Aboriginal people, they all stand up and they got their spears and shit. And he's like, oh, what the fuck? Like, where the fuck were you people? They just pop up out of nowhere. It's fucking nuts.
It is nuts. Some like rainbow shit.
Yeah,
where
fucking
Rainbow got his inspiration, bro. Fucking came out in Australia and fucking was part of the Scrubs for a while. Oh, what?
Oh man, I heard plenty of that in Port Hedland. Like,
Yeah, you would.
Fucking Rocky over there, man.
He's
a wrecking machine. So that's 3 or 4 kind of thing. Would you have like 1 or 2 more?
Oh, maybe like sporting science and shit.
Mm-hmm.
As Paddy said, like learning about like the body and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
Actually, like
yeah.
What else?
I mean, they should teach a better sex ed class as well. Just like, them big projectors you get.
Well, that's actually all right. Go, but let me put a pin in it and go.
Them big projectors.
Yes, those big ones.
I reckon you should go in, sit down. They dim the lights, light a few candles, and then you just watch 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and then you just everything you need to know from that point onwards.
While you listen to Barry White.
Yeah.
My darling. Ain't enough your love, baby.
Yeah. I reckon that's what they should do.
With David Attenborough.
Here we have
Oh, yeah.
2 women with 1 cup.
Yeah.
Oh, she shat in that.
See, what the other one's going to do here? Like, oh, my God. That video's fucked up.
Oh, fuck it all. All right, but that actually, like, brings a good point of, like, they should actually teach more about sex ed in high school kind of thing.
Right.
But not more about, like, they literally just teach you, like, the mechanics of it kind of
Bro,
thing. Now, like,
sex ed
what happened
class
when a woman pregnant kind of thing. Like, actually
was a joke.
teach, like, people how to understand, like, what fucking...
Like, why some bitches have a gag reflex and some don't. Like, I want to get to the bottom of this, Ned. I want to get to the fucking bottom of this.
Some of them do too.
Speaking of bottoms, they should probably have a real fucking stern talking to every child of like, shit comes out of there. Like, fuck it.
I might even show a video.
Maybe.
Kim K with cum on her back.
Yeah. I mean,
What do you reckon, Ned?
probably one of the best comeback stories going. So,
Well, that's not fair. That one doesn't count. It's not going in the compilation.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, sex ed. We could have that in there.
speaking of compilation,
If you don't want to make a baby, this is where you put that on the back.
part 3 coming.
Really?
I'm hoping so. Get a little bit on the front of her, even her out a bit. She's fucking back heavy.
What time are we running at today?
48 minutes.
That's not bad. Trying to think of my 6 subjects. Obviously, it'd have something to do with music. Like, I wish I did that all the way through high school instead of just fucking picking it up in year 11 and 12.
But I feel like that was only from year 9, 10 anyway. Like, you couldn't do music.
Oh,
in
yeah,
7,
you didn't
8.
really have electives in year 7 and 8. No, but
Yeah.
you did have, that's the thing, like, music wasn't mandatory.
I did
like,
music
in that
in-
period of time.
Like music was one of my subjects in year 7 at Lemire. Like that was like included.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
mean. Like, in year 7 and 8, it was, but once you got to, like, year 9 and 10, you didn't have to do it if you didn't
Yeah, you
want
just
to.
picked it.
Yeah. So yeah, it'd obviously have something to do with that, but more towards of like a technical side with it. Like, I'd like to be able to come out of high school with some sort of recording proficiency, like know how to operate all that, know how to record instruments, know how to record different voices in different spaces and all that kind of shit. Instead of having to go and put myself in a fucking like a debt that's constantly hanging over my head once I make a certain amount of fucking money. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like never enjoyed practical shit in high school, like metalwork and woodwork and that kind of thing, but I do enjoy it like now as an adult.
Yeah.
So I think I probably like I did metalwork all the way through high school, which I think was wrong. I should have done woodwork because I like really fucking enjoyed like when I took apart my drum kit and had to fix like certain parts of it and like playing with the wood and staining and having to add different layers because shit was thinner and like that was just really fucking interesting. I enjoyed that, so I'd probably do something along that line. Something to do with like marketing or something. I would say, maybe like social media, because even then, like, social media was still like it was coming about when we were in high school.
MySpace and fucking shit.
So I would have liked to know something about that. That's like 4. Something like specifically tailored to actually like as English like was such a fucking broad subject of like, you know, like we're gonna focus on like books this fucking term, and then it's gonna be like essays, and then it's gonna be like analyzing news reports and shit like that. There should actually be like a dedicated like journalism kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like that's something that I would actually like to learn, like how to fucking like write stories and that kind of, and then more like even if it was just like a journalism / like an actual like story writing course kind of thing.
Yeah,
that would be interesting. And 6 would be a I don't know. I don't know if it like really, I don't even know if this really fits into the category per se, but like more of like a I don't know.
Me dead. Fuck's sake, mate.
More of an emphasis on like live performance and stuff like that. Because you don't get that in high school a lot. Like you get, I don't know, you kind of get like people put in the spotlight for a certain amount of years kind of thing. Like if you remember in high school, like you'd always just be like watching the same people every one of those concerts sing the same certain fucking songs kind of thing. It'd be interesting to like not put as many stipulations on things. It's like, I don't know. It'd be interesting to have like people just be able to go like ham with stand-up comedy even at the end of high school. Like, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, well, it was only like really like it wasn't anything like to showcase much else apart from like someone just fucking singing.
Yeah.
At like at Lemire, like at Lemire High, we had like Mad Festival. It was called like every year. It was called it was like Mad, like music, art. It was like 2 days, dance and drama.
That sounds mad.
And like we literally
Sounds
just have
pretty mad.
like the whole day. You
Was it
just
a mad
like
time?
on that, just like walk around and shit.
As long
Like
as nobody got mad though.
everyone that's done art shit and whatnot, like it's all like displayed around, and they'd have like bands and shit play, and
Okay.
like kids do like performances and shit. Like it was.
That would actually be cool.
Even
It
though
was
we
pretty
never
cool.
had anything like that at Picton High. It was all just like structured like, oh, come to the school on a Wednesday night and see a couple of people sing a fucking same Miley Cyrus song. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, they fucking picked up shit though. They never had anything fucking good.
Griff's gone full buffer.
Mate,
And now my microphone is fucked.
I just don't even have it in me to try fix the kind of.
Oh, mine's been fucked up the whole time. Hey.
I just can't.
Well, if everybody, you know, would like to like and subscribe and share things around,
It'd be fucking great.
Instagram,
some fucking
Facebook,
Better
TikTok.
boom arms. Yeah, that'd be mad. We'll get some better fucking boom arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop being shit cunts. Like, fucking share, subscribe. I don't fucking care. Just do something. You fucking wankers. Fuck's sake.
We're doing something. Your part's easier. We do all the talking and all the
Oh,
fucking
dude,
sitting here on
yeah.
the camera. You just got to click a button.
Yeah.
So click the button.
Do the clicking.
Hey.
Dude,
Clickety
you.
clickety.
Los Estudios.